All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. And salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms and your lives to do so. All right. Just, chiming in on something that happened a couple days ago. Well, something I received a couple days ago, as far as the article. It says Bill Gates funded MIT injection could offer years of BC with one shot. It says it was updated in March, but when I saw this like 2 days ago or so, yeah, man. And what comes with that is going to be nothing but it's really genocide, because they're gonna find, aside from them finding ways to kill our children within the womb, it's also gonna make these women sterile. It's gonna make them sterile, like it's been doing before. But if Gil Bates of hell, man, is involved, then it's gonna be something extremely toxic. And while I'm on it, chiming in, we know that it's going to go also into the C-hip. This man's science falsely so-called and mating man with technology is, of course, he's going to find a way to where it's linked to the C-hip, because he's been trying to link healthcare with it, that this device, that is also your money, your medical profile, what have you, your identification and background. It's also, you're gonna have different types of C-hips that are gonna be able to go inside your body and do things. Far as Esau science, it wants to advance to that. They talk about, you've seen it in shows where they'll either shrink someone down, or they'll have some type of robot inside of someone as they operate. Well, that's the type of science that this man is introducing to the people, to get them in a frenzy and make them believe that he's the Most High. Once again, we know who Yahawashi is and who this devil is not. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. So we understand that, everything that this devil puts out is leading to his NWO, whether, it's extremely slight or it's directly in your face, man. We know that it's all orchestrated to lead to this digital system. And it's going to be a lot of mass death along the way, man, because the scriptures talk about that, and that's what this guy wants to do. He wants to block out the sun. He wants to level the numbers so that he can have a more controlled number. This is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. Once again, I'm going to, broadcast this as noting that this prophecy is originally talking about Antiochus, but we also use it, to talk about the NWO of today, because back in the day, Antiochus and the different heathen, the Edomites under the Greek and the Roman rule, they themselves were trying to establish an NWO, but it just wasn't time yet. But now we're in that time of Rome 2.0. All right, the Greco-Babylonian Empire, the Assyrian Empire rebirth. This is Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without an end. So that's the end of the NWO. We actually want it to come to pass, all right, but it's certain, it's only gonna go so far, Salakia. Once this guy, pushes that button, it's gonna be the beginning of the end. Because the Most High knows that this devil wants to kill us off, man. Look at this. Spraying chemtrails at night, man. All right? Spraying chemtrails at night. It's a bit of a glare in the screen at the bottom. But as you can see, this devil was... I was like, what is that streak? It looked like it was a fresh streak. I just saw it moving. It was moving past the moon or whatever, and it was sure enough. I looked up and I saw something blinking, and it was a jet, man, spraying death in the sky to kill people off, man. And you think Yahawashi is okay with this devil doing this, man? All right, he is not. You thought that I was altogether one as thyself, man. He's gonna reprove this man for these things. All right. This is Job 24:14. It says, "The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief." That's prophesying to this guy right here, man. This guy's spraying chemtrails, man. He's putting poison in the food. All right. He's giving you people his medications and jabs, through his science falsely so called, and he's killing you right in front of your face, man. Right in front of your face, but it's as a thief. Just like, he's spraying the chemtrails in the night sky, literally. But, this goes into the simple fact that he doesn't, he soothsays, man. Everything he does, he thinks he does in darkness, but the Lord is exposing him, man. The eye also of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, "No eye shall see me," and disguises his face, right? Because this the accuser of our brethren. What is he doing? He's putting sin out there, so much that he's even putting, pollution in our food to accuse us before our Heavenly Father and say that we're going off, man. Or put the wickedness out there, to have Jake go a whoring, and then say, look at them, look at them, Lord. They're worshiping false idols. They're eating swine's flesh. All right. They're destroying their brother. They're shaving their beards. Their women are whores. All right. This adulterer, man, who's trying to press us to go against our Heavenly Father, but the elect won't be pressed, man. It says, in the dark they dig through houses which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light. Yeah, right. Hey, but the righteousness is exposing this devil, man. All right. Yahawashi is leaking information from this devil, from his own parties, man, from his own confederate. All right. For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death. If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death. Right. Like it says that the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt, and they shall err in every work. This guy is exposing himself, saying that, we haven't pierced the Leo, but now he's sending 6 women into outer space. All things that were done and said of this year, man. Notice that this guy is lying to y'all, man. But hey, nonetheless, it says that that they all might be damned who had pleasure in righteousness, man. Because you chose to believe a lie. Only a wicked person is going to believe a lie. All right, that's the trap that the Most High has set up for the wicked. All right. Yeah, this is Psalms 31:6. It says, "I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in the Lord Yahawashi." Yeah, they think that that it's gonna have to be some type of politician to save America out of this drought that it's in, but that's not the case, man. America's not gonna be saved. It's gonna be a little rocky, and then the economy is gonna somewhat stabilize. Well, I can't even say stabilize. It's gonna be rocky, and then it's gonna plummet into a digital system, man. That's the next step after this. It's gonna be a little rocky right now, and then the price gouging and things are gonna continue to rise. Right now it's gonna be in the standstill. Then it's gonna shoot up again until they get rid of the dollar. All right, that's what's gonna happen, man. But if you think that that any type of president is gonna bring back any type of gold or silver standard, wherein there really is a balance, or something back in the dollar, then you're sadly mistaken. All right, it says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right, it's not gonna happen. Verse 7, it says, "I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble, thou hast known my soul in adversity." It's right. Yahawashi sees that we're down here fighting at every turn, man. Fighting to have our health in check, our mental estate in check, man. All right. Fighting to not be okay with the things that are around us that are against Yahawashi, but nonetheless keeping the sanity and patience that the Lord is going to come and do something without us reacting, man. That's that. Hey, man, the Lord sees that. He sees the adversities, man. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them out of them all. All right. It says, and has not shut me up into the hand of the enemy, that has set my feet in a large room. And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. He's going to deliver us out of the hand of the enemy. Because right now, you got a devil trying to block out the sun, trying to say that eating the herbs and eating right and healthy isn't what's good for you. Obeying Yahawashi isn't what's good for you. You can do whatever the hell you want and just take my vaccines, man. After and what's so bad about it, even though the earth is in this state that of not yielding its increase, especially with this devil being in power, it's still better than his medicines, man. You know? But then again, you can't even supplement like that with certain things, because you know what? Supplementing, can affect your body as well, man. So we really just need salvation, man. Verse 8, it says, and has not shut me up in the hand of the enemy, that I set my feet in a large room. It's meaning we're going to be prosperous, because right now we're in straits, but soon the Lord is going to make our way broad. He's going to make the way of the righteous broad. Have mercy upon me, O Lord Yahawah, for I am in trouble. Mine eye is consumed with grief, yet my soul and my belly. For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength faileth because of mine iniquity, and my bones are consumed. Right, we understand why we're going through these things, man. But nonetheless, if we keep the patience and hope in Yahawashi, he's going to deliver us from these situations, man. All right? As a matter of fact, this is one. This is Israel, Israel. Isaiah 4:44-1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. Hey, be you holy, for I am holy. And us following Yahawashi is what's going to deliver us. And they shall spring up among the grass as willows by the water courses. One shall say, I am the Lord Yahawah, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. That's talking about us coming back into our nationality, or the Israelite foreigner, which we all were at some point, man. Ye were past times Gentiles, man. All right, being alienated from the commonwealth. All right, this is talking about us. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and surname himself by the name of Israel. And once again, that's not talking about the other nations. That's still talking about Jacob coming back into their nationality, as they were scattered afar off from it, man. All right. Aside from us not being in the inheritance of our land, the Lord had also cut us off from being a nation, that we should be no priests unto him. Meaning, what does that mean? That we were no longer joined with the Lord. All right. No longer a lawyer or married to the Lord. But now have we been forgiven through Yahawashi. And the elect are going to be forgiven on the first go round, and the rest of the nation in the kingdom. And it's funny, you see nothing but a bunch of fear nots. But this isn't it's not exactly what I was looking for. It's 14. It's lucky. Yes. I'm gonna start at verse 10. This is Isaiah 41:10. It says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Yahawashi is gonna come and deliver us, man. All right, this is all gonna be orchestrated by the captain of our salvation, Yahawashi, and his angels. All right. Behold, all they that were increased against thee shall be dismayed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. So all this that Esau's doing is in vain, but nevertheless, it had to be done to prove the righteous, and it's written that this man would pretty much put the earth in the brink of collapse, man. That the Lord would come back right before this earth it fails to the point of no return, man. All right, and should destroy him which destroyeth the earth, along with the inhabitants. The Lord is going to come and deliver the elect from being tainted. All right, who's the world it belonged to, man, through the joint heirship of Yahawashi. All right, it says, "Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed." Incensed, what does it mean? All right, it says chara in the Hebrew, angry, blazed up. So everybody that hated us, man, that had a zeal that hate us, man, which is really the other nations, but also 2/3 of our people, because they get inflamed when we bring out this word. The Yahawashi is gonna protest to their face if they were wrong. It says, "Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded." All right, confused, baffled, stunned, feeling salty, embarrassed. It says, "They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish." All right, let's go into the word confounded. It says, "Properly to wound, but only figuratively, to taunt." They gonna feel like shit, be ashamed, blush, be confounded, be put to confusion, hurt. They in a hurt club, man. Reproach, do put to shame. All right, it's gonna be a great shame upon those that did not fear Yahawashi. All right, thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. What does it say? Fear, I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. And Ezra's, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy," which is what we're supposed to be doing right now. Not gossiping, not listening to old wives' fables, in which are many, all right, or endless genealogies, but according to the spirit of prophecy and truth, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahawashi, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And there it is. All right. So it says, they that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. All right. As their lives were vanity soon, these people are going to be brought to vanity and naught. For I, the Lord Yahawashi, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. All right, because we are helpless. All right, we have confessed that we have no continuing city in this world, that we need Yahawashi, man. All right, though we strive, we understand we need help as we continue to strive and fight our fight, man. And ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahawashi, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right. And then it goes into, how the Lord is going to ultimately help. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Talking about giving us spiritual power is what Yahawashi is going to do. All right. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. Imagine You fanning somebody with telekinesis, man, and blowing them back, you know, or you just be like, you just say a word like Yahawashi said, and then they fall back, man. All right. And the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahawashi, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. So that is the inheritance of them that fear the Lord, man. We're going to be redeemed out of this pit of hell, man, out of this captivity, man, wherein this devil is seeking to destroy us, and yet our people still don't want to wake up to that matter, even though they talk about how our people are dying left and right. It's because they still want to continue in this place, man. But Yahawashi does not want this place to continue. Time is up, and it's, hey, man, the handwriting is on the wall. But with that, I'm going to end this lesson off and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Shalom, and Abba.